What's up, YouTube? Your boy Adventure Zach back at it again. This is just going to be a quick little video for you guys. This is actually something that I bought. It's probably been a little over a month now, and I've been wanting to do a video of it, but I wanted to actually test the parts out for you guys. Now, if you recall in my previous videos where I was talking about the 250L, my 250L eating up all the brake pads. I always went with the EBC rears, the Galfer fronts, what's highly recommended for the bike. I've tried a couple different variations of the Galfer fronts and the EBC rears, and I was only getting a good 300 miles or less per front and rear set of pads on my 2017 250L. And I know that it wasn't just me or my bike, because my my buddy who has a 250L Rally, I believe his is a 2018, he has the exact same problem with his. So his bike eats his pads as well. We both know our ways around our bikes. I've torn my calipers apart, completely cleaned them. I always make sure every couple rides I re-grease the slide pans. I take the pads out entirely. I clean the pads off, make sure there's no sand, there's no dirt, there's nothing inside my caliper or between the pad and the rotor. And at one point, I even replaced my rear rotor because I ate my pads up within a matter of like 3 rides one time. And it was EBC rears, the double centered pads. I replaced the rear rotor and it was still eating the pads up. I want to bring a part to you guys that I think you guys are going to like if you have the same problem as I do. A lot of people out there say, oh, you might be dragging your brake, you might be this, you might be that. I assure you I'm not. I'm not dragging my brake in the woods. I do use my rear brake when I'm going down hills and things like that to kind of drag the tire, but I do use a lot of engine braking. Really only first gear has got good engine braking on the 250L. Anything outside of first gear, depending on the speed you're at, you know, anything above second gear, there's no engine braking. The bike will just coast till it stalls. At least that's the way it is with mine. So I got a part here for you guys. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. The EBC brake pads, I don't remember the exact price, but I know that they're, what are they? Are they 37 or are they 47 per set? And the Galfers are the same. They're probably give or take within $4 to $6 between the two for the pricing of them. I got a set of brake pads, a 4-pack, rears only now. I wanted to see how they were until I got the fronts, and it was less than 30 bucks shipped to my house. So let's go ahead and dive into the package, guys. I'll show you what it is, and yeah, we'll see how they look. We'll see what you guys think. All right, so this right here is the packaging, guys. Basic packaging. I retaped it a little bit on the inside here, just so the stuff wouldn't fall out. This is what they are. And I will have the links for everything in the description for you guys. I don't know how you would pronounce that. The niche. Obviously asbestos free. I don't use asbestos for anything anymore. So these are semi-metallic rear brake pads. And as you can see, I'm missing one right now because I have one on the bike. So what I did was I did a ride at AOAA. I did, I'd say over 100 miles on my ride there that day. I've ridden with these rear pads on the bike now probably 4 or 5 times. And one of those times was street only for that day. Every ride was all day rides. Even my street ride, I probably covered about 250 miles on my street ride, all back roads. It's funny, I don't know what I was doing, guys. I was too busy rambling on after opening the package up, and I should have switched back to the face camera right away. But hey, well, we'll keep this blooper in there. But yeah, these are them. So it's the Niche Industries brake pads. They ship from the United States. I don't remember exactly where they came from, but they came from inside the US, so they didn't come across from China or anything like that. I'm sure it's a Chinese product, but I'm highly, highly impressed with them. I can tell you guys right now, I will never go back to the EBCs, and as a matter of fact, for the price of a pack of 4, do remember, I got a pack of 4 of these. All of these came in one pack, plus the one that's on the bike right now. I got a 4-pack of these for less than 30 bucks shipped to my door. Now, with that said, in the amount of time and the way that I rode my bike with that set of rear pads on there, there's a solid 95 to 98%, I'd say a good 95% pad life left after running it really hard and using my brakes a lot, over excessively, just to see what the integrity of these pads were like. And I'm amazed with how well they work for how cheap they are. I got a pack of 4 for cheaper than the price of a pack of 1 EBC rears. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, again, I'll have a link in the description for you guys. I bought them directly off eBay. All you got to do is just search brake pads for your bike, and I guarantee you these will pop up. And obviously the distributor that I located was selling from inside the US, so I got them in like 3 days, and shipping was free. They do have a set that I think that if you buy them individually, one pack, they're like $10, but the shipping is like an additional $7 on top of it. I got the 4-pack, the shipping was free, and I only paid like $27. Might have been $27.99. That's what I paid for a pack of 4 of these. I'm going to order me a front brake pad set and a pack of 4 as well. And if they both work well, you could get yourself 8 sets of front and rear pads for not much more than the price of 1 set of EBCs or Galfers on your front or your rear. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. I know that the pads being eaten alive on my 250L was an absolute nightmare. I hated the fact of having to, like, twice a month replace my brake pads. And when you're replacing, you know, your front and your rear, maybe the front's once, your rear's twice, it starts to add up, man. I mean, you're talking over $100 a month just in replacement brake pads. And of all the bikes that I've had in the past, I've never had this issue with any bike I've ever had. Any of my dirt bikes, any of my street bikes. Hell, my street bikes, I would get 10,000+ miles out of a set of pads, front and rear, no problem. The 250L getting sub 300 miles to a full set of front and rear pads is absolutely ridiculous. I've been riding a long time. It's not the fact of the way that I'm using them. I think it's just a mixture of everything with the bike in itself. But with that said, these pads are awesome. These pads are great. Even if you go through a set of these pads once a month, you're not going to be very disappointed because you get 4 months for less than $30. If you're going through a set or 2 of the EBCs, you're talking $60, $70, you know, probably over $70 once they're shipped to your door for 1 set of front and 1 set of rear, or 2 sets rear, 1 set front. You know, you're looking again upwards of over $100 once you have them shipped to your house. That's a lot of money for brake pads, guys. Hopefully you guys found this tip helpful. Hopefully you guys like this tip. I will catch you guys on the next one. Adventure Zach is out. Stay tuned, everybody. Peace.